Hey everybody, and welcome on back to the Sourceblock SMP server. I'm very excited to be back in here. I've actually been on here for quite a few hours already, getting some work done on the front of our mega base. We're doing this big ol' awesome monastery up here, and as you can see, we got quite a few things going on so far. I've been working on our front gatehouse today, and I think we're going to be trying to finish this one up. I've been trying to get the style down here together, and I think it's looking pretty crazy. The view from down here on the ground is absolutely epic. There's just nothing that can really compare right now. I can't wait to get both of these different sides finished up here. Let's see, we got a few rockets on us. Let's take a little bit of a flight through the sky. I've been working on this thing for a few hours already, and I was just like, you know what? I should probably bring people in and actually show them what I've been doing here, because it is really cool looking. So we've got different layers in here. I've started adding some dirt. I haven't done anything with the rest of this area behind you. The goal today, I think, is going to be bring the plan of this one all the way up to the top and get this thing figured out. And maybe if we have the time, we'll get the mountains situated into where like the edge of the terrain is going, or the edge of like the buildings are going to go. I kind of want to get the mountains brought up into those, because I ran into a slight bit of an issue. The mountains over on this corner, where I was like, let's peak it up, let's make it really tall. Well, they are very tall, but that's okay with me. We've got this little corner thing right here that was meant to be like an outcropping of sorts, and we can kind of just have that raised up here as like a walkway where somebody could maybe, or like an outside study area of sorts, somewhere where you can meditate and hang out and do all that good stuff. But yeah, what the plan is for today is to get these things done. I need to spend a little bit more time getting some more work done on them, obviously. And I've been kind of liking just building and just hanging here and getting a lot of cool stuff done with it. So if you guys are excited to see this project here continued, wow, that view from this corner with the sun above it, that looks pretty awesome. But if you're excited to see this one continue, please consider hitting that like button. It helps me out a bunch. And Mr. Creeper here, you are going down. One shot and two shots right there, just like that. Absolutely perfect. I swear, everybody, the spawning algorithms for wandering traders are the weirdest things ever. I was just up here fixing up a few things, placing down some blocks, and accidentally stripping things that I didn't mean to place, and you know, the usual thing when you're working with an axe and logs and everything now in the new Minecraft versions. And this dude literally just dropped on my head. There's no way he could have wandered up here, and now he's wandering off of here. That's so weird. But I finished up the roof on this layer here. It just kind of goes all the way around. And I'm working on the next layer of this one. I don't have any on me right now, but I'm thinking oak trap doors along the entire interior of this one could be really cool to have that as like a floorboard, or not a floorboard, as like the window framing. So behind these, ooh, that wouldn't work on the corners here though. My second idea was literally just to make this a dummy floor and like border it all with glowstone or some sort of a lantern block. But I'm gonna keep messing with it now, because you know that first idea isn't gonna work unless we take one off of all of the corners here and round it. Maybe that could work. I'll try that first, actually. You know what? Actually, while we're thinking about that, I know, I'm sorry there's a lot of noise above us, but if we do one, and nope, and that's okay. Please don't kill me. Yeah, we'd have a 3 wide one in the middle, so that's probably not an option. Things are starting to come together here for the build, and we've got that second layer fully in place now, and I really like it. I ended up just using as much of these birch trapdoors as we possibly could, and then on the corners I had this one sticking out so that I could do it on both, and then we just have some stripped birch log there behind it. And from a distance you can't really tell, and I don't think anybody's really going to be up here, but you can still go in there and open the window if you would like. Now coming up to the next layer where we are working right now, I brought in a bunch of composters. I found that these actually did a great job of kind of breaking up that color pattern that we had. So it's not just like spruce right here going into more spruce, or having another spruce block and then just things on top of it. But what I want to do here on this bit actually is bringing up a bunch of slabs. And by a bunch of slabs, I mean that we're just going to be stacking them up, going all the way to the top right like this, I'm hoping. And then let's see, that's okay. So we're going to need a double on you. And we could raise that, and then we could do another one right here. I think I tried it already with stairs. I did try this already with stairs, so this is take 2 for me. And stairs was terrible. The stairs looked completely terrible. Actually, that doesn't need to. We want to have these back here, and then that can be bam, right like this. Okay, now I got it. My brain is working now. All right, so we want this. So it's gonna be a very small floor up here. And what I wanted to do is basically just like bring these up, and we're just inching it up a slab at a time so we can get all the way up here. And then we could do like you and like that. And we could do bam, bam, and bam. And then we could do another full one right here. And then this is going to be just stretched all the way across. I think it's going to be okay. And I wanted to strip all those down so we just get a little bit more of a texture variation to it. But let's take a look back here and see what that is. Okay, that's much better. The stairs was like way too tall and was really taking away. It just felt like the whole scale on it was off, but I like this. I think that's going to do it. Oh yeah, that's it. That's much better. That'll be that tower, or this building. I don't know if it's a tower, pretty much finished. But our wandering trader left his llamas behind, and we got a lead out of it, so that's pretty sweet. So the llamas were at least useful. Now we have llamas living on our building. Also, to quickly point out, I'm purposely not doing this corner here because there's another layout for a structure down there. So if anybody's like, hey, Whip, you forgot to do that whole corner, it's on purpose, guys. Okay, but for realsies, though, with the sunset and everything here, look at that. It looks very bright on top right now because obviously we have the birch up there where it's very dark down here because there's no backlight to where we have all the spruce and everything. I also added in a few campfires up there so you can see a little bit of movement with the smoke, and I popped the roof up another block in the center just to give it a little bit more break room so we have a little bit more going on with it. I've been basing this a little bit off of a design that I found online of one of the Buddhist temples in like Southeast Asia, kind of, or maybe Tibet or something like that. I honestly couldn't tell you where it's from, but that's kind of what I've been using for at least some of the general architecture themes that I'm going for. I've found that they have a lot of rounder shapes, kind of, which is why we have this one right here. But I'm trying to make sure I get the theme correct. I'm trying to do my own design, so I'm not looking at any Minecraft based, but I want to make sure I'm including a lot of the themes that they might have used inside of their own architecture, which I think is a great way to come up with your own really cool, unique build designs. So now I'm gonna start on this thingamabop over here. I tried to bring y'all back in so many times throughout building this one, but the hammering upstairs is just way too loud. I'm so sorry, everybody, for all the inconvenience and missed content that's causing here. It's a huge headache for me here as well. So trust me, it's not that easy. Stupid roofers. I guess they have to do their job though. But anyways, this tower is now finished up, which is awesome. Was just gliding back down here and looking at it, and I've run into a little bit of a issue that I'm thinking here. Is one, I love how spiky that one is. I think it works pretty well. The part that's really bugging me about this build right now is actually the white terracotta. I haven't done the sides on these or anything really like that. I want to focus on this middle part first, and then we'll come back and visit the white terracotta. But I need y'all to let me know in the comments below what options you think we could look into for mixing up our white terracotta. We have mushroom stem blocks, we have white concrete and white concrete powder. Maybe we can make a gradient out of that. There's also birch log, bone block, smooth quartz could work. Let me know what thoughts y'all have on that, and I'm gonna keep working on this one after I run down here and sleep. Wait, I have a bed up. I guess I need resources anyways. Does this feel grand and imposing? Because that's kind of what we've been going for here. Oh my gosh, I think I still need to come back under here and fix this thing up. I don't have too much on me right now. We can make a crafting table and maybe mess with a few things. I really just wanted to have a bunch of sprucey stuff down here anyways. And I wanted to make sure it didn't interrupt this arch that we have here, because I absolutely love that one. Especially we have the acacia fences and the lanterns down here, so I don't want to mess with that too much. But if maybe we can come back up here real fast. Let me know, by the way, on the shaders and everything, if y'all like this, or if we should go back to no shaders for at least like showcasing things and leave that to just time lapses. Because I enjoy it, but I can also see that the frames are a little bit lower. Ooh, I like this. I didn't mean to grab that block, but we could do this. What if we do a dark oak strip kind of right here that's a little bit bigger than everything else, so it stands out a little bit more, kind of like a beam is jutting across here. So then we could do this and that, and then right here we can just bring in you, and you, and we do have a few trapdoors on us, and do like that. And right like that, and let's see how this works out here for us. That's pretty good to me. I think that did the trick. That helps it a lot right there. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to give you all a quick fly around view here as well so we can get that again, because I know y'all probably like to see this one. This is what it looks like right now. I use a bunch of oak trap doors in there. I think it looks pretty freaking sweet with having all those. So we got some oak trap doors hidden behind some fences, and I think it helps to make it look a little bit more interesting. Can we not get up that? We can't. Okay. Fixing that right there. I need to change out our roadway here to being mostly andesite because I don't really want to use cobblestone too much, but I feel like it'll kind of make sense up in this area to have some cobbled stone around here instead of everything. So my great way of getting inside, by the way, is I come up here and we take this little thing right like this and jump down in here, and now we're on this level. And then I was kind of just pillaring up occasionally because we need to get up there to be at the roof. You can see the entrance to the walkway and everything is right in there. Taking a little bit of a break from our snowy winter wonderland that we've been working on, I'm coming over here to the dark oak forest to gather up some of these lovely guys. So mushroom stem block. I think it can go pretty well with white terracotta, or at least be a cool in-between block as like a gradient so that we can get away from using just the terracotta. I think this will be able to get us to a point where we can also use some white concrete in there without making the terracotta seem too pink. So that's kind of my goal with this one. We'll see how it works out, though. I'm going to spend a little bit of time running around here, seeing how much of this junk I can't gather up, because these things take a little while to gather. They are a bit of a pain in the butt, and I think if somebody on Sourceblock had a shop selling mushroom stems, I would pay quite a few diamonds just to be able to use them. Shaders plus roof forest. One of the coolest things ever, until you run into creepers. But anyways, we got about almost 2 stacks of mushroom stem. It's really, really hard to farm these things. It's very, very painful. Look how much red and brown that we got, but this is what we need. The good mushroom stem block is exactly what we need. That guy right there, I think, is going to do great. It's a little textured for what I like, or what I was hoping for, but I think it's going to be the best option that we have color-wise. So I'm assuming this build is mostly going to be viewed from the distance. I think from a good distance, it's going to look really, really good. Speaking of things that look really cool, I was flying over back to get back home. We're over that way as Heart Home. But I saw sausages place here, and I was like, I have to come by. It just looks so freaking cool. And that bridge he has in the background, that is awesome. Definitely worth watching Mythical Sausage for his old Sourceblock series if you want to see some amazing building here as well. But I gotta see this thing. I really want to know what this bridge is. Ooh, campfire blocks going all the way across. I like that. That's pretty cool. So he's probably has the pathway going down there. Then you can get up and oh yeah, perfect. He's got his bed up here. And I like how he just like crams a bunch of the vanilla trees in here just to fix it up, and then adds a few like of his own custom ones. I think it's such a great way to do it. What is this? Oh, that's his enchanting room. Very, very cool. Oh, it's like a whole fortune teller station up here. That's awesome. Okay, awesome. I like it. That's very sweet. Turning our shaders off briefly here because the sun was in the way. Do you see that? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. From down here, I kind of like it, and then we make that upper level being mostly that whiter stuff, so we only have the white terracotta moving into mushroom stem, and then more as we go up, it turns into more white concrete and everything. From down here, it looks okay, right? We can't really see the texture too much inside the mushroom stem, but as we move our way farther and farther up the mountain, it becomes a lot more apparent what it is. I don't know if it's necessarily bad. I'm going to need all your help on this one here. I think I will mess with this one today and see what we do there. But please, 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 please let me know in the comments below. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a poll up. We're going to do a poll. If I forget the poll, somebody tell me. But should we go with this textured pattern here, or do we go with just the regular white terracotta? Because the one thing I do want to say is that we are going to be doing also is you can see that we have this yellow terracotta tower down here. That's very much, we're going to continue that yellow terracotta stuff once we get up into this mess of things. But please, please, please be sure to check if there's the poll up there. Vote in that one. If not, let me know down in the comments below that I forgot the poll, and let me know what your thoughts. And if we should do something different than this, let me know that too. All right, there we go. I added it to that upper level up there too. So the second layer now has it, and it's much, much more white than we have this one. And I think I'm starting to like it. I'm going to sit on this for a while still though. And I'm looking forward to what you all have to say. But I think I'm going to hold off on doing it to that side because we did this one here. And I think that's probably a good enough of a test palette for ourselves for what it could be looking like in the end. We'll see. I think next thing that I'd actually like to do, I'm running a little low on time for this episode. I know it's not been a super long episode as far as minutes of watch time, but this has taken me a very long time, as I'm sure you all can assume by how much we've built here. I don't think I can get this plan copied up here today. So what I'd like to focus on instead is I'd actually like to get our road figured out here, going all the way down, because right now it just stops right here. And so I'm going to bring in a bunch of andesite, I'm going to bring in a bunch of cobblestone, and we'll get this thing looking all purty. I guess that is one way to get a heck ton of cobblestone back for ourselves here to work with in the future for planning out some other things, because one of my main goals here is to really limit the use of cobblestone. I feel like cobblestone is kind of a crutch that I've relied on in the past for building, and so a long-time goal of mine in Sourceblock has been to very much not use it as part of the buildings or any infrastructure. I think for roads it's okay to be doing this because it looks pretty good in here, mixing with the andesite and everything. And having our roadway actually cleared out now, so just not having snow on it, I feel like was a very positive change for ourselves here. So you can actually see the pathway to get up into the building, and you know, I'll have to get this figured out by the next time it snows, or maybe we're just going to be placing a bunch of string on top of it. We do need to terraform this area out down here. But I think, folks, that's going to have to do it for today's episode. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Please be sure to hit that like button if y'all did enjoy this awesome build so far. Let me know what we should be focusing on next. Let me know what other types of things we should be doing. Sausage and I have been talking about doing a community-wide mini-game type of thing coming here in the near future that would involve lots of bettings and buy-ins and everything. We're super pumped for it. So I don't want to say too much because, you know, we still got to figure out the intricacies of it and everything like that. But we got to get this area snowified. We got lots of things to build. We got lots of stuff to be doing here. So again, thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you are brand new. And I will catch you on the flip side.